Dr. Stone is a science anime where the main character rebuilds civilization by making countless inventions. In this series, we'll be going over the science of the inventions and debunking whether they'd work in real life, going over the physics and science behind it all. We'll be going over all of these inventions in this video. Now, first up is the glasses. In the modern day, glasses aren't actually made of glass. They're made up of plastics and polycarbons. So, they're not actually glasses, we could call them plastics. You have to heat up a furnace to 1500 degrees, then press it down really hard to get it flat. Machines press it, then expel air to pressurize it. Then you have to cool them down really slowly so they don't break, sort of like treating someone with heat stroke, as you don't put them in an ice bath. Now, Senku extracted sodium carbonate to lower the melting temp by using burned seaweed since the furnace wasn't hot enough, and calcium carbonate to form seashells to stabilize the crafts. They used Kaseki to blow the glass into perfect shapes, and they made a lathe to grind it. Then they did tests with the old trial and error procedure with Suica. Now, for silver tarnishing, does that actually happen? Well, yes, and it turns into more of a brownish color than black, but same deal. And it's actually reversible too by using aluminum. So that was pretty simple, so let's move on to gas masks. Gas masks collect toxic molecules by expanding the surface area of molecules that catch chemicals, and they use one-way valves to keep the inside from filling up with CO2 as you breathe out as well. So air comes in and CO2 goes out. So we use activated charcoal with pores in order to catch the chemicals. We activate it by heating something with steam to make a higher surface area, and toxic chemicals stick while O2 can't, due to weight and polarity. Activated charcoal looks like this, and you can see the multiple spots chemicals stick to. So, how does the hydroelectric power plant work? Well, the physics behind it follows the same stuff from the last video. The velocity it moves at is the water drop velocity, which is root 2gh. In converting that to angular velocity, we divide by r and not circumference. Now with a gear ratio of about 30 spokes to about 9, we multiply our RPM by 3. So that way the Faraday disc spins 3 times faster. Then we do our AMF equation, or voltage equation, and the output is 3 volts. We also use about 2 amps because they use crude wire. Now, if you've taken AP chemistry, you'll know exactly how the lead-acid battery works. It's essentially a galvanic cell and an electrolytic cell combined. Electrolytic cells are different than galvanic cells because it's discharging and charging, and the chemical formula follows the same steps. And so for charging, we have to calculate with 3 volts and 2 amps, 1 mole electrons is that amount of coulombs, 1 amp hour is 3600 coulombs, and it would take about 2.2 hours to charge. The Sprengel Pump is actually a really well thought out device. It looks like this, and it works by trapping mercury and forcing it out of reserve. Mercury is dispensed here, then expelled with air at the bottom, and on the other end we force air into reserve and slowly the mercury falls out. You can see the air bubbles there. Thank you for watching.